avid cook, and I enjoy preparing a special meal for Ginny and I when we're here at our home base. I wanted to take that along with me on the road in our home away from home. But cooking in an RV can certainly have its challenges. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite recipes that I've adapted for RV travel. This is Road Tested.
Welcome back to a new episode of Road Tested. Today we're in Tucson, Arizona at the KOA Lazydays Resort. I'm going to take you around this very unique resort. We're under a canopy camping this go around. I'll give you a look at that. We just got back from a nice morning hike around Saguaro National Park, and I've got some footage of that as well. But in the meantime, let's get to this recipe. Today we're making up some Hoppin John Salad. We will be using some Margaret Holmes collard greens as a side, and of course for barbecue, Carolina skewers with some great mustard sauce that we picked up while we were in the Carolinas. Well, now that we've got the Hoppin John put together and it's refrigerated to kind of get those flavors all marinated in the rice and such, we're going to put together the skewers. First thing we're going to need is 1.5 pounds of a pork tenderloin. I've got the perfect size, 1.5 pounds. So we're going to cut that up in approximately 24 cubes. Now that's quite a bit for two folks, but Ginny and I used the pork barbecue for sandwiches later in the week. So yeah, we've got some pork left over and possibly some of the onions and apples. But that all makes for a great dinner or lunch down the road. So let's get to cubing up the pork. I like to first trim it up and get as much of the silver skin as I can off the pork tenderloin. That's easy. You just run your knife down it. Peel it off. Now that we've got the pork tenderloin trimmed up, let's get it cubed up. These are going to be approximately 1-inch cubes when we're done. I want to make them bite size. If you see any extra fat, just cut it off. And our knife. And of course, because I've used my cutting board, I have now placed another piece of cutting surface on here so we can get to the 2 apples that we're going to use. We're going to core these and then cut them into approximately 8 slices. Nice slices. Let's core them. These are Honeycrisp apples. You want to use a firm apple, you could use a Bray Balm. You could use a Granny Smith. I like Honeycrisp. nice big chunks. Probably eat that one. And like I said, we're going to use 2 because I'm making the full recipe today. Plenty of apple. And now we're going to go to a red onion and cut them into approximately 1-inch slices. So how you're going to do that is you're going to have it, cut it 3 ways, and then pick the, you're going to pick them apart a bit when we get to the skewering process here. Alright, so we've got all our ingredients. It's time to put together the skewers. You're going to need at least 4 or 5. That's a lot of meat. So we're going to thread the pork, an apple, and as I said, you're going to pull apart these onions and place an onion. Yeah, I want to fill that skewer up all the way because we've got a lot to do. So now that we've got our skewers put together, we can cover them with plastic, put them in the refrigerator, and they'll be ready to go for later this evening when I get ready to go out there and grill them.
So as I mentioned, we're at the Lazy Day Resort in Tucson, Arizona. Let's take a walk around and I'll show you the place. So now it's time to grill up these Carolina skewers. We've got at least 6 of them going here. Plenty of room on this grill. We want a medium-high grill. That's about 350 to 375 degrees. We're going to be basting these. After 5 minutes, we're going to flip them, baste them with mustard sauce. This is a Carolina mustard sauce that we picked up in South Carolina. Braswell's, this happens to be barbecue sauce. You can use any of your favorite mustard sauces for this base. I think we're just about ready. Let's get them on the grill. With this type of Weber grill, we may have to cook these a bit longer. It's a little windy tonight, so we're going to add a little extra time. We're trying to bring this pork up to about 150 degrees. Typically on a gas grill at home, it's going to take about 5 minutes to cook one side. Flip it, baste it, cook it for another 5. And now I am going to flip them one more time, and we'll baste the other side. Oh, those are looking great. Oh yeah. That's looking real good. Slobber it on there. Now we're going to let them cook for another minute or so and make sure the pork comes up to 150 degrees. You've seen me use this before, but this probably is the handiest barbecue tool I've got. It's a ThermaPen, and it gives me a quick read, an immediate read on the temperature of the pork. So as I mentioned, it got a bit windy around here and knocked out my audio. So I'll walk you through the rest of the process. I'm checking them right now and turning them over to cook the opposite side a bit more to bring these up to the 150 degrees we need on the pork to have them finished. Let's give them another test with our ThermaPen. These are looking good. They're all coming up to temp. I think we're ready to tray them and get ready to serve them. Let's tray them up. And those are looking great. There you have it. Those are Carolina skewers with a nice mustard base. Thanks for watching Road Tested Recipe today. I've created a link below so you can find the complete details of this recipe by just clicking on it. I'd also like you to stop by LoveToWanderRV.com for more recipes just like this. I've also included a link for some of the equipment I use, like this ThermaPen, so you can easily find some of that as well. If you like what you see and what you've been seeing, then please subscribe to this channel and you'll see more of the same. Thanks for stopping by.